It is impossible to be happy, or at least that's what people seem to think. We tell ourselves we need to be exceptional in our career, relationships, and every other aspect of our lives in order to feel satisfied. But whenever we fall short of our expectations, or are faced with a seemingly unsurmountable obstacle, we can't help but feel like we're not good enough, like we will never live a happy life. This idealistic version of success keeps us trapped in a negative mindset, one that's difficult to escape. But, as Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. You want the best for yourself. You want to improve your life and fulfill your potential. Yet those same aspirations cause you to become tangled in a web of confusion because you have no idea how to accomplish what you desire. You end up fixating on what you can't control, and life seems unfair. Fortunately, there is a solution to your despair and unhappiness. You just need to shift your perspective. Firstly, you must learn to let go of things you cannot change. Ancient philosophers regularly wrote about how easily worrying can prevent you from living a happy life. If you have no control over the outcome of a situation, dwelling on it is a waste of time. As the Greek Stoic Epictetus put it, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Without realizing it, we spend our days dreaming about how things could have been different. But if we're always thinking about the things we can't change, we're not allowing ourselves to focus on what we can improve. Take the example of social anxiety. If we grew up with limited social skills, we might find it difficult to talk to new people, even look them in the eye. And yet, when we realize we cannot control the actions of others, it becomes clear these anxieties are pointless. Instead of losing ourselves in the false assumption that others find us unlovable or boring, we can focus our efforts on strengthening our ability to speak with others, or becoming better listeners. As we do, our worries subside and our social skills blossom. If we wish to let go of insecurity and adversity, we need to first let go of the things we cannot change. We must accept them as reality and push on. As well as wrestling with insecurity, we will be forced to confront a variety of hardships throughout our lifetimes. How we perceive this adversity determines whether we learn from it or are defeated by it. Our success comes down to our perception of the negative events we experience. As author and entrepreneur Ryan Holiday once said, "There is no good or bad without us. There is only perception. There is the event itself and the story we tell ourselves about what it means." Whenever we encounter adversity, it's easy to become downtrodden and disheartened. We view hardships as a solely negative experience. In reality, we have the opportunity to learn from every setback. You can harness the power of your hardships and use them as an opportunity to develop your character. The words of world-renowned human rights activist Malcolm X echo this concept. There is nothing better than adversity. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance the next time. Your entire life can and will change when you start using adversity as a tool to improve your future rather than a hurdle that cannot be traversed. Hidden beneath each obstacle is an opportunity. Adversities like being laid off from work or the end of a relationship will always hurt, but they always provide us with the chance to sharpen valuable skills like entrepreneurship and self-confidence. Without hardship, we would learn these things with much less tenacity and motivation. It is precisely as Benjamin Disraeli explained when he said that there is no education like adversity. When you make it a habit to take a step back from each disaster, scan the wreckage and search for the materials to build a better future for yourself, you stand to become a stronger, more successful, and above all, a happier individual. It's just a matter of perspective.